There we go. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna do this. And hi everybody. Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Hello.
I need to change something for the Twitch end of things. It's fine. It's
Also-
only my channel.
When you said I'm gonna start streaming, I heard I'm gonna start screaming.
Valid.
Right?
Eh,
Gestures vaguely at everything.
yeah.
Sometimes one of the best options.
And boop. There we go. That's fixed. Alrighty. Welcome in, everyone, for our monthly stream. We're
Good to be
actually joined today by somebody new to the stream. Hatch, one of our patrons. Awesome individual.
Hello.
Thank you very much for
Well, I
joining.
don't know about all that, but you may know me from the Discord, the avatar of the chunky bear head on Kingpin's body. Regular around those parts. First time on the stream.
Oh, it's a bear.
Yeah?
I thought it was a crow. It's a really
Honestly, so
fat
did I.
Oh,
crow.
it's if you would excuse a tangent, there was a local bear called Hank the Tank who was thought responsible for a series of break-ins into cabins and stuff, I believe, around the Tahoe area, and they were trying to get the bear out of the area and remove it, but it turned out to be several different bears. But the bear was just so chunky. I'm like, oh, it has Kingpin energy, so I got the picture of Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse and put the bear's head over it. But
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
That is delightful.
I love it. So some of you out there may notice that we don't have a Daniel today. They're
That's because we mutinied.
well,
No,
yeah,
he's a Disney adult and he has to make a pilgrimage sometimes.
yeah, it's all good. So the,
All hail the mouse.
eh,
I hope he's listening to this slander.
Okay,
uh,
let's let Damien start.
So the game that we are going to be playing today is a game by ZW Garth. It's available on itch.io. Not sponsored, but it's an awesome little Zine-sized game. Or Zine? Zine? I don't know how to pronounce that. I've only seen it written down.
But for magazine.
Yeah, but like zines doesn't sound right. So Zine sounds better in my brain.
That's fair.
But yes, so it is called Hungry Gnoles Eat the Rich. And there is a small little blurb that I'm going to read out before we get into character creation, because 2 out of the 3 players have not built characters. So we're going to do that
No.
quickly. The city of Terre. The island city-state of Terre lies about 4 hours by boat from the continent. It is a city of beautiful architecture, wonderful food, deep history, and home to all manner of humans, failings, goblins, and animal folk. They work their jobs, live their lives, and attempt to survive the rule of House Cyrene. The warm Estian climate, abundant fishing, and safety of the island made it a popular site for immigrants and would-be empires throughout antiquity. Archaeological evidence and oral histories indicate that the earliest known settlers of the island were a mixed community of humans, bird-like animal folk called Stekals. Yeah, I probably butchered that, but that's fine. Over the course of many
Is that what
centuries,
we call them now?
I'm just trying to read what's written. Over the course of many centuries, Terre grew into a true cultural hub born out of many cultures. However, over the past 20 years, Terre has become increasingly isolationist, with fewer and fewer folk able to procure passports to come into and out of the city because of the rich. So basically, the players play a group of Gnoles that are, just
Hungry?
Funny little guys, trying to make their way through a corrupt society, as it were. So what we're gonna do
I
is,
thought this was fantasy.
well, I mean, sometimes real life and fantasy blend. But yeah, so Hungry Gnolls Eat the Rich is a game about forces of chaos and community fighting back against an established power that has disenfranchised those values. We're going to start by making a gnoll. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our trades. So for Renee and Hatch, if you could each roll 2d10, and then one at a time, let me know your number.
I got a 12.
A 12. So you are a carpenter.
The
Ooh.
total
Yes. Well,
is 17.
sorry. It's technically a D100. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 89.
89. You are a shipwright.
Ooh.
Yes. And Russell, what was your profession? Since you already
Well,
made.
fit right in. I am a lamplighter.
Ooh.
So it's it's the same thing, basically, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Now each gnoll carries a weapon that they rely on and favor. Roll a D100, and once again, let me know one at a time what you got, and I will say what your weapon is.
98.
Ooh, you have a hand mortar.
Dude.
31.
A 31. Iron claws.
Ooh.
Now weapons and stuff like that are more narrative, so like how we can figure a way to use them. If it works for the story, it works for the story. Next is going to be your starting gear. So you get 3 pieces of gear. Again, it's going to be a D100. You're going to roll it 3 times. There's nothing saying reroll doubles, so if you roll like double 1, I'm going to say you have 2 flesh stitching gins.
Cool. I also just
Right on.
looked up hand mortars. They look very funny. They look like a super stubby short shotgun.
Yeah, basically. So Hatch, let's go with you first.
Right, I'm finishing up my last roll here. I got a 95,
That
a 31. Sorry, go ahead.
So your 95 is some hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Ooh. Now we're talking.
What was the next number?
A 31.
31. A snuff box mimic.
Oh.
You got a little chompy friend. And your third
Aw.
one?
An 18.
An 18. That is a machete.
Dope.
All right.
Yeah. And Renee.
1 sec. My first one was 39.
Okay. That do a wizard's spell book. Okay. This is going to be
Okay.
interesting.
Does that come with the
65.
ability to understand?
No, well,
Understanding magic never goes well anyway.
yeah. So you get 1d5 torches. So roll your d10 and divide the number by 2.
Hang on. Aren't we still on
You're
equipment?
Yes. Your number 65,
65 is torches.
1d5
Oh, okay.
torches. So
Okay, got it. Oh boy. Give me a sec.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
get
5
5
torches.
torches.
Could come in
Handy.
handy. And your third one?
5. 64.
64. A mallet.
A mallet.
A mallet.
Okay,
So
I'll take it.
Russell, I skipped over you for weapons. So what was your
in
weapon?
In addition to my studded club, I have a large round bomb, a stone of third eye, and a belt of fast return.
This could be interesting. Okay, so how items work is a little bit more narratively. You can basically use them as rerolls. You essentially say how they're going to be used within the narration to provide your reroll, and you get 2 of those. I'm going to say per session because the rules are a little light on that. Names. You can choose to roll for your name, or you can kind of pick one that you like. I will leave that up to the 2 individuals who are currently making their characters.
I rolled up my name, and it's So Rick Wadachi.
Nice.
It may look like it says Surik, but it's So Rick.
So, Rick,
Yeah.
So, Rick.
I love it. What are we rolling? 2d10s again?
It's going to be D100 for your given name and D100 for your clan name.
Okay, given name 39.
That is
That's a weird name.
Memphise. The meaning is she rebels.
Ooh, she rebel. Okay, and last name 57.
57. C'est Cecile. Meaning beast.
That is an intimidating name.
Yeah.
That is a very cool name. Okay, I'm not gonna ask how to spell it. I'm just gonna write down how I hear it. Memphis, say she steal.
Okay. that
Nailed
works. And for yourself,
All
Senor.
right.
Like I said, you can pick one, make up the name if you want, or you can roll. It is up to you.
I kind of like the look of the first one on the list. It's ahats. Well, I guess it means bark. Or ahats. I don't know how you'd say that.
I will leave that up to you if you want to say ahats or if you want to say ahats. I read it as ahats, but that's just me.
All right. Yeah. The last name, I guess I'll just roll for. It's a 72.
Ooh. Ushakade?
All right.
Bark dirty. That's hilarious.
Oh. No comment?
Alrighty. So the stats, there is 1. Well, technically 2. So you have Hungry and Knoll. How you decide that is you pick a number between 1 and 10. So you can do so now.
Do we say the number?
You can. I'm gonna, as usual with the streams, I'm gonna leave it on the trust. We're gonna do the trust system, and I'm gonna trust that you guys aren't gonna try and cheat at all. Since we're doing this on the fly. So the hungry stat, just to give a little bit of an explanation for you all and those watching at home. Your hungry stat represents your fury, potential for violence, and obviously your hunger. Hunger for food, safety, for a voice, what have you. You basically use that when you're going to be using violence against the oppressive monarchy, anytime you're directly fighting to fulfill your hunger, things like that, you're rolling hungry. Your knoll is going to be, it represents camaraderie, allyship, dedication to community. It's more of a social thing. So basically, for any hungry rolls, you roll under the number, well, under or equal to the number. Any Gnole rolls, you roll equal or above. So it's very similar to like the way Lasers and Feelings does it. There is a special case that is deception. Gnolls can lie, and in fact, they rather enjoy it. Lying is an expression of freedom. You're not beholden to anything, even the truth. However, despite their love for it, Gnolls are generally bad at lying. After all, those who are skilled at lying tend to use it most around those they're closest to. And Gnolls are nothing if not supportive of their community. Anytime your Gnoll approaches a conflict with deception, trickery, lying, falsehoods, you succeed on a result lower than, but not including your HGN number. So it's basically a hungry roll, but you have to roll under your number. You fail if you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you fail if you roll at or above. Conflicts are either a single test or best of 3, depending on what you're trying to do. And you do have options for rerolls. There are 3 resources that you have: items, details, and injuries. Items we've kind of already gone over. Those are the things that you had previously rolled for. Details are related to the Gnoll's environment, their surroundings, and objects and people around them. These may be established at any time during the fiction, including after the test has been made. The player in the conflict may add any detail to the scene to provide this reroll.
Nothing.
I can hear the Chaos Gremlin laughing in the background.
God, there's 2 of them.
Keep in mind, we do kind of want to keep it with the narration. We're here to have fun, but, you know, at least a reasonable amount of buy-in. Now, the third one is injury. If player chooses injury to access a reroll, the GM, myself, will determine an appropriate injury to give the Gnoll based on the situation. It can be physical, emotional, social, or any other type of wound appropriate to the fiction. So you might not get physically hurt, but something might happen. It's just basically a bad
Drama.
thing. Yeah. And there's one more thing. Help and hindrance. During a conflict, only one player rolls their die. However, other players can help and or hinder. Narratively, if multiple Gnolls are involved in a conflict, it may increase or decrease the scale, or determine whether the conflict/roll is needed at all. Multiple Gnolls can be engaged with different conflicts. They may have similar goals, but it depends on the fiction at hand. Mechanically, if you want to help or hinder somebody else, you can spend one of your rerolls to do so.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So you have a grand total of 5 rerolls: 2 items, 2 details, 1 injury.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, and on a failure for a roll, you as the player describe how it fails. On a success, I as the GM explain how it succeeded.
Huh.
I like that. Okay.
Alrighty, I do. Oh yeah, and there's only one way to die, and that is if the player decides that their character is going to die. At any time, even after, basically, yeah. At any time, even after a conflict has ended, a player may choose to allow their Gnoll to perish in order to accomplish one immediate thing, whether it's to slay a dragon, convince a crowd, destroy an amulet, whatever. The Gnoll's player must describe how their character perishes during the action or immediately afterwards. The only restriction to this is any lasting effects can only be up to 1 influence level higher than the band's current influence level. Your influence level 1. I'm. It, we may do this again. It all depends. If we do, feel free to keep your characters and bring them back. But we're not going to worry too much about influence levels current.
Okay.
So, you find yourselves hanging around. Let's pick an area of the city. There we go. You all find yourselves generally frequenting Goblin Town. There is basically a music shop that you guys all like to kind of hang out at. There's a few other Gnoles that you know that may work there or what have you, but it's a common place that you all go to, kind of unwind and chat and interact with some of the members of your community on your respective days off from carpentry, lamplighting, and being a shipwright.
Building ships.
Yeah.
Cool.
However, on this particular day, everything seems to be something seems to be wrong. The proprietor of the shop is kind of in a foul mood. One of the regular employees, they're there, but they're kind of in the back. And things just seem to be altogether... everybody just seems to be kind of altogether grumpy.
I will light some lamps to see if that helps cheer people up.
It's in the middle of the day.
Aw.
You can
Maybe
try.
they would be more cheerful if it was even brighter.
Put up some mood lights.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's seemingly not helping.
Weird. I'm getting out all my all my fancy tricks and everything. Looks exactly like normally lighting a lamp.
Yeah. So, well, before I go too much further, let's go around the voice channel and describe what people are doing. Let's start with Hatch because you're at the top of the list under me. So give us a little description of your character and what you are doing in this situation, or at least at the start of this situation.
Well, Hats has his rear legs up on the table, and he's kind of just picking bits of bark out of the iron claws that are strapped to his wrist. He uses them to strip the bark off the trees before they get made into logs and things. Yeah.
Nice.
He's just sitting there relaxing, just scraggly fur, just covered in dirt and leaves, and never really seen much cleaner than that. Always seems to be just kind of just generally ratty looking. He's wrapped in a brown cloak. It's just more patches than cloak at this point, and he kind of snorts at the lamp lighting and is just picking everything out of his claws and it's just dropping onto the table and the floor and his shirt.
As an old do.
Yeah.
Okay,
as one does.
Yeah.
We're that kind of Gnoll, huh?
Sometimes we find good snacks in there.
I am.
Alrighty. Well, if you don't have any more, Renee, since you would be the next alphabetically.
Memphis likes to think of herself as a more intellectual kind of Gnole. She can read. She has a book. One book. Which I think she is reading at the moment.
Okay.
Partially to refresh whatever spells are in there, regardless if she understands them or not, and partially to show off.
Now, I have a question. This spell
Yes.
book that you're reading, did she legally acquire it, or was it perhaps lifted from somebody else?
That depends on how legal magic is on the island of Terre.
I would say it's legal enough. Like, I wouldn't say it's like illegal. It's a common. Think of this as like common middle fantasy. So like magic is a thing. People know about it. It's not like, somebody lights a fire with magic and people are afraid of them.
Okay. I think it was acquired. Can't English. I think it was acquired very much legally. I think what happened here is Memphis has always dreamed of becoming a wizard, but her parents were like, "You can't earn a living with wizardry. Go learn a trade." So she learned to trade.
So it's a hobby.
And yes, wizardry is like an expensive hobby of hers.
Kind of like Warhammer 40k.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I won't say my mind went there immediately, but I don't need to.
Yay for rich kids' hobbies.
Yeah, I don't know, like how good of a shipwright am I? Do I determine that, or do you?
I don't know. How good of a shipwright are you?
I'd say I'm pretty decent if I was able to, if I'm able to support my hobby.
Are you sure you didn't get the spell book from Ter's version of Wish or Timu?
No.
Okay.
No, it's like from a proper wizard bookstore.
Alrighty. And Russell.
So Rick also dreamed of being a wizard one day, and now he is. He's a wizard of lamp lighting. This is his dream job. He loves the way the flames dance within the lamps. He's doing all his tricks. He's got the double down, reach around, the reach around. People get weird when he talks about his tricks, but he's got them.
The Dirty Sanchez.
Dirty Sanchez. No, that's not lamp lighting.
No?
No, that's gutter cleaning.
Yeah, that's a different trick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the way he looks, imagine a Rick. He looks even more so.
A Rick that looks more like a Rick.
He's so Rick.
Oh, that's so Rick. I get it now.
Alrighty. So, as you're all, kind of milling about, doing your thing, lighting lamps, reading through a spell book, cleaning your claws, you kind of look around and you notice that there are a couple of kind of hastily written like signs and posters up mentioning a Rex Goblin that is supposed to be around. You might recognize them as a fairly famous bard. They've played music in some of the like rich areas of the city. But they're apparently coming here today for some sort of event. And as you're noticing this, you hear yelling from the back of the store.
I join in.
Just random yelling, or you join in to hear what the yelling is about?
It's a bit of both. I'm trying to follow along, but it takes a couple verses.
Well, the yelling isn't singing. In this particular instance, the yelling is more along the lines of it turns out that one of the staff members had blown through a significant portion of the store's funds. And there's currently it sounds like somebody is being berated at the moment. Through this, you hear that there is a good chance that today is the last day that this place is going to be open because of this.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, I do like this place.
Would this help? Like round bomb?
I
Uh,
roll my eyes.
What do we do if
close my
the
book?
drink hole closes?
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
Mhm.
I'm rather fond of this place. I suppose we could assist.
and the name of the store, by the way, is Bardic Kingdom.
Right, it's a music shop.
Yep. If anybody out there actually gets the reference that I'm very thinly veiling, 2 thumbs up.
I didn't hear the second word.
Kingdom?
Yeah, Bardic Kingdom.
Rings a bell, but I don't know why.
Damn the man. Anyway, so
Yeah, let's go investigate.
okay. How would you like to investigate? What would you like to do?
Well, first, I stand up, straighten up my robes, and I go to the back to hear what is actually being yelled and who is yelling at whom.
It sounds like the owner of the place, well, the current owner of the place is doing literally all of the yelling, and yeah, they're essentially berating somebody for gambling the previous day's earnings just away.
Yikes. Hmm. Well, first of all, fire this person.
Are you going into the back of the store to say this, or
Yeah, totally.
excuse me,
I'm a nosy bitch.
excuse me, customers aren't allowed in the back of the store.
Did somebody say fire?
Excuse me,
Bomb.
customers are not allowed in the back
Nope.
of the store. If you could please make your way to the front, there are plenty of places for you to sit and relax if you so choose. We have
Uh,
a vast number of records.
As a matter of
you
fact,
know.
yes, I was sitting and relaxing until I heard that my favorite establishment might be in trouble.
And I'm not a
And
customer. I've
Hats
never
will
bought anything here.
pop his head around the corner. Yes, it will be hard to sit and drink when this place we can no longer sit and drink in.
Well,
I don't think drinking in public is allowed.
Oh,
I mean, bars exist.
I put away my drink.
It's just a doggy bag.
I thought this doesn't everyone do this here?
Mm.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I tuck it away.
I don't drink here. I just. Why am I here again?
Something about lamps.
Ah, lamps.
I appreciate your concern.
Nods wistfully.
And if there is anything that you can do to help, that I can think of, I would be. I will definitely let you know, unless you have, 150 gold pieces in your pockets.
How much money do I have in my pockets, Game
Not
Master?
150 gold pieces.
Bummer.
I just have a jar full of blood that says Nifty on it.
Do you take crypto?
No, we don't take undead as payment here. We've gone through this before.
Right, yeah.
Hmm.
One of the
Well-
things that you kind of notice as well as you're kind of having this conversation, like all three of you, since you're all three back there, will notice this, is somebody seems to be gluing down copper pieces to the floor. Just like, right next to each other, as though they're, making a layer of them across the floor.
One of those TikToks I hear about.
I think tiles might be cheaper.
You'll
Although-
never understand my art. How are you to question? And they keep
Oh, you're an artist.
they keep gluing down the copper pieces.
Hmm.
And then the proprietor just kind of looks at you again and is like, "Yes, as I said, if there is something that you can do to help out, we will definitely let you know. However, at this point, if you could please make your way to the front, Rex Goblin should be here very soon. If you're here to meet him and maybe get some merchandise signed."
Maybe they've got money.
Mm. No, I've read about things like this before. It appears we're on a quest to save our favorite establishment from total bankruptcy. So we need to come up with $150. Pardon me, gold pieces.
Quests, dollars, all of this is nonsense. All I know is about lamps and the magic of the flame.
Alrighty. We are professionals, folks. This is what we do.
Yeah. I mean, I get the show as well as, the audio entertainment. 'Cause I can see Russell miming all of those things all of those inane things that they're role playing.
So you all make your way back to the front of the establishment. And you now know basically what is going on. It seems that your favorite hangout / music store is currently in dire straits because of one of the employees kind of making a big boo-boo.
One of the employees, who will go unnamed, because we didn't give them a name.
Hold on. I will find the name.
Oh no, then we'll have to blame them. Covers ears, is wearing headphones.
Oh boy. What
Well,
are some ways of making money around here? Ooh, is alchemy a thing?
I
I
don't.
think they serve alchemy here. It's a music store.
Is there a spell, perhaps in my wizard book, that turns stuff to gold?
So again, items are used to gain rerolls rather than as like I'm going to use spells to do X. And I'm going to say no. There is not a spell in your book to create gold.
Bummer.
That is one of the few magics that has been outlawed even on the main continent, as it can do major harm to the economy of literally any country. If a wizard can just be like, I'm gonna make me a pile of gold.
Yeah, it's basically an equivalent of printing your own money.
Yeah, pretty much. So yes, you have a goal. You have to come up with $150, or at least a way to get $150. Or sorry, you said dollars. Now I'm thinking dollars. 150 gold pieces. Again, we're professionals, folks.
Well, I will check in with my employer and see how much I've got in tips this week.
You get tips?
Negative 50 silver.
Ooh.
Apparently,
We're off to a good start.
Apparently, one of the lamps that you lit, the thing had fallen over and torched some rich person's favorite tree. Oh, and the offending employee, their name was Lucas.
Ah.
Fucking Lucas.
They're a lizard folk. Do with that what you will.
So Lucas is the one who lost all the money for our. We could talk to Lucas if we go to who he lost the money to. They have the money, right?
Well,
that makes sense.
Like
was Lucas the one gluing the coppers?
No, Lucas was sitting on the couch getting like yelled at when you stuck your head in. You do know that there is a casino on the edge of Goblin Town.
Oh right, he gambled it away.
Yeah, you think that that's probably where he lost the money.
All right, time to count some cards.
Well, I'll go explain this is all a funny misunderstanding, and they'll just give the money back because they're nice. Casinos are nice, right?
Ooh.
Never grow up.
You sweet, sweet summer
never
child.
Grow up.
They told me I never will. It's a medical condition.
Oh. Now I'm sad.
My parents died in poverty because of it.
Alrighty. So you have a you know where the gold is currently. You know what the issue is. And there are plenty of options in front of you for ways to help with the situation. I will let the characters chat amongst themselves to come up with something to fix this, because I think that will be a lot funnier.
So we're all thinking money heist, right?
I thought we were going to ask. If we steal from it, won't they go hungry?
Their casino, sweetheart.
What's that?
It's a big place.
House.
Yeah, it's a big place that takes big money from big people.
How big?
But also takes regular size money from Gnoles.
Yeah. Also, about this big.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Now you understand what I'm talking about.
I bet they got all sorts of big money.
Yep. You've seen those huge checks for 10,000 of gold pieces? About this big.
Oh yeah, from Printing Press Clearinghouse.
Exactly. So, I'm sorry, out of character. I just almost just called you an asshat.
I've been called
Ace.
worse. Oh no,
A
a
hat.
hat.
A hat, yeah.
Sorry, you said ass hat. I automatically thought you were talking about me. It's
Yes,
No,
hello.
No, obviously not. I was just about to bully the new kid. A hats or a hats? Which one is that again?
A hat, yes.
So, a hats. How good are you at counting cards?
Hmm. Carpentry is what I do. Kind of sounds like cards. Maybe similar. Pretty good, probably.
Okay.
Cards are made of paper, paper's made of woods, aka counting cards is carpentry. Problem solved.
Like piece of cake.
Hmm. No, that's baking. That's a different trade.
Oh,
And
Cakes are made of sawdust, sawdust made of wood.
so
Baking is carpentry.
so this is my team. This is my team. I'm trying to find a polite way of putting this.
hmm.
Okay. New plan. How how lucky would you say you are?
Well, considering my characterization so far, I'm pretty lucky to still be alive.
Good point.
I
I'll
still
take
have
it.
all my fingers. Wiggles fingers.
I've got mine and someone else's.
You know what? I'll take it.
Very lucky.
Fuck. Am I the brains of this?
Seems that way, yeah.
No.
Just out of curiosity, what's your hungry Knoll number?
6.
Okay, so you're about average.
Yeah.
Russell, what's yours?
Yeah.
2.
Oh boy.
Well, actually, technically, Russell would be the smartest in that case. Well, at least not necessarily the smartest, the most social.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I
he's a
guess-
sweetheart. He's
yeah.
just.
And
I'm
Hatch.
like an injured puppy. I'm really good at bringing people together.
8.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Hungry boy.
Hungy.
Very hungry boy.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it. You both sound like very lucky fellows. We could try to. I give airheads and one so like an up and down look. We could try to clean you up.
Hmm.
Because you see, it's a casino. They don't let in just anybody.
Oh, fancy. Okay, and then I start like brushing off all of the leaves and bark and like
I take
pull
a
a piece
step
of
back.
moss out of my ear.
Oh boy, I take a step back.
Yeah, I definitely do like a big shake. Everything goes flying.
Oh gosh. Yeah, my long
Straight in my
flowy
clothes.
robes just. Okay. Oh, looks like first stop is like H&M.
Hey Russell,
or a winners.
Hello.
do you happen to have a D6 handy?
I have a computer handy, which is like having a D6 handy.
Close enough. Can you please roll it for me?
Ew.
Okay, so collectively, you all have, if you were to pool your funds together, 20 silver pieces.
All right.
Okay. Gnolls don't need pants, right?
I mean, you can wear pants if you want.
As part of my lamplighter's uniform.
Mm. Okay. How much is a nice shirt? Like not like a tailored shirt, but like an H&M nice shirt.
I don't shop at H&M.
How about winners?
I don't shop at Winners either.
Back.
What about losers? That sounds more artsy.
that is much more my speed.
Okay. So basically a thrift store.
Let's go images.
Worse than a thrift store. We need to find a place that sells stuff that wasn't good enough for the thrift store.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a losers.
Yeah.
You can.
I love thrift stores, by the way.
Oh, thrift stores are awesome.
They're the best.
You can probably find some passable clothes, like clean clothes that look
Okay,
new.
I'll take clean.
Too rich for my blood.
Um,
I'll take clean.
clean clothes that look new-ish, like not not full of holes or anything like that. For I'll say 5 of those silver that you have would cover the 3 of you getting like some non-holy clothes.
I would like to try to barter them down.
Oh,
Barter?
boy.
No, haggle. Haggle them down.
I mean, you could try to barter for some of those fingers you have.
Nope.
Fair enough.
That's
Asked and answered.
Fine.
that's their hobby, collecting fingers. I would assume.
I collect them, I assemble them, I paint them, then I play with them.
Oh no. War finger.
Okay. Um. So you are going to attempt to haggle them down.
Yep.
Okay. Roll. I'll wait till Renee is done laughing.
Could be waiting a while.
Oh, my stomach hurts now.
Um.
Whew.
Roll.
I'm good.
Technically, this would be a null roll. Yeah, you basically have a 10% chance of failing this with the way your stats are.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got a toddler. One sec. Keep talking. I'll mute myself.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need you to say words because I'm gonna need you to roll a d10 and tell me what you got.
8.
Okay, yeah, you managed to knock 1 silver off of the price. They're not going down any further
Fantastic.
than that. And they're now kind of looking at you. Like, originally they were looking at you just kind of indifferently. Now it's with a little bit of disdain in their eyes.
Gotcha.
They don't like hagglers.
I give him the sad puppy dog eyes. That's how I That was my haggling technique.
So yeah, like after a little bit of haggling, they finally it's I'm picturing this as it's less them just like agreeing with it and more them at this point just being like, okay, fine, fine, 4 silvers for the lot of you, take it. You've worn me down. Just take the clothes and go.
That's why they call me the Wolf of Wall Street.
So you have new clothes. What are you going to do next? Or would anybody else like to do something to prepare?
Mhm.
Renee is currently tending to the toddler.
Hatch,
Mhm.
do you have any ideas on how you would like to prepare?
I'm trying to think of if there are any other leads we would have besides like a heist. um, I mean, maybe if we go to the casino and like schmooze with the rich people, we can get in on something that they're doing. If there's like something that they're up to, it might not necessarily be robbing the casino.
So one of the things that you as a Knoll would know is generally the rich within Terre look down on anybody who's not rich. Like basically the ones that are like quote unquote rich as far as the city goes are somehow associated with House Cyrene. Who are generally the known as the man.
So they wouldn't be at a Goblin Town casino, probably.
Oh no, like it's like I said, it's on the edge of Goblin Town. It's a casino. Rich people will, you know, generally have more money than brains anyway. This is the GM
And
talking.
Goblin Town, or the edge of Goblin Town, is a perfect place for the rich people who are feeling daring to go.
Yeah, exactly. And
Well, I guess we go to the casino, and then we heist them. You think my bomb will help? Jake is making a ruckus in the background here.
yeah, I don't hear it. And I don't think it's come through to the screen, so that's fine.
That's good.
So yes, if there are no other ideas, it seems that the group will be making their way to the Goblin Town Casino.
Because like is 150 gold pieces like not an astronomical amount of money like to us like
I would
it's not like like the
I would say, considering you had 20 silvers between you, it is a fairly large amount of money.
okay.
Like most of the like poor people in air quotes, in Terre probably wouldn't see that much money in like their natural lifespan. Like unless they're like owning a business or something like that.
I haven't seen gold since my dad's died. Getting turned into gold by that wizard.
Who was one of the house wizards for House Serene. They wanted him as a statue. Weird.
I'm told he looks quite dapper on their lawn.
Huh? I mean, a golden statue would look dapper on most people's lawn.
I just don't know why they'd want a Gnole screaming in pain on their lawn.
They're corrupt nobles. Why would...
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Just talking to someone on the bus ride over.
And the buses being essentially oversized horse-drawn carriages.
Yeah.
Think of like horse-drawn carriage, but like 4 times the length.
The horses, 4 times the width.
So you all make it to the casino. And the casino's name is the Lux.
It's what now?
The Lux. Lux.
Ah, gotcha.
Um,
That rings a bell.
yeah, it's from another IP. As far as how it looks, it's kind of a mishmash of architecture. You can see that there are influences of Goblin Town in the building. There are some doors, like there's a door there. Sorry, on the front of it as you're walking up, you see 2 sets of doors. One that's basically like human sized, and another set that's like, maybe a meter away from them to the left, that is about 2/3 of that size. You could probably assume that it's that's the entrance that's meant for like halflings, goblins, the shorter folk. Out front, sorry, actually before I get to that, the building itself is kind of a like a yellowish off-white marble. So like there's kind of black lines kind of going through it and stuff like that. Like it's a nice looking building. Like the yellow off-white doesn't look like it's dirty. It just looks like it's just the color of the stone. And as you're walking up to the casino, you notice that flanking each set of doors, there are 2 people for each set. The human-sized doors have what looks to be an anthropomorphic gorilla, like man with very distinct gorilla features on one side, and on the other is an anthropomorphic hippo. They seem to be dressed in very dapper suits, and you could assume that they are security. Flanking the other 2 doors, you see a pair of goblins who are likewise dressed up in similar nice suits. And you would assume that they're kind of acting as security as well. The ground floor has no windows. However, the second, third, and fourth stories of this building, it's a pretty large building, do have windows across at least the side of the building that you all can see.
All right. Okay, Hats. I'm getting sort of a Zootopia vibe here. What do you think play is?
Let's see. Um, we try to explain that he lost the money there, that we are trying to find it. But do you think that'll work?
Well, I'm not feeling all that deceptive, but so it might be worth a shot.
But it's the truth. He said he lost it here.
Exactly. I don't think a deceptive tack is what we want here. And there's another thing I was going to say, but I forget what it was. Oh, right. You think we should talk to the big gorilla guy and the hippo, or the little guys, the little green guys, with the goblin?
Well, are Gnoles like human sized, or are we smaller than people? Or
I've always wondered that myself.
I would say that you're around humanish sized. You're a little shorter than the stereotype, like the average human, but you're not like, goblin or halfling size. You're kind of in the like middle ground between the two.
okay, well, if I see other Gnoles like going through the big doors, I'll go through the big doors also, because we're dressed in our fancy clothes.
So the people entering the building, you do see a couple of people going in. You don't see a lot of gnolls. You see like one or two goblins. The goblins that you see going in, like goblins and halflings and stuff like that you see going in, like the smaller folk, it looks like they're wearing the nicest clothes that they have, but it's, obviously not like all that. They're not all that well dressed. The You don't see a lot of people going through the human sized doorway. Like there, you see like one human leave, and like as you're kind of deciding what you're gonna do and kind of waiting out front there, you see one human kind of like leave the casino, get in a carriage, and fuck off somewhere.
From that, we can infer that 2 humans entered.
But only one is left. Well, hopefully we all can leave once we go in. But this looks like the way in.
That reminds me of my last job. Anyway, I guess we go through the little door. Everybody seems to be going through that one.
Okay, yeah. You walk up to the, or are you just like going through the door, or that's it?
That is my plan.
Okay, yeah. You have to duck to go through it because you are a little bit taller than the door. And as you go through the door, you end up in a hallway. Hatch, are you? Or sorry, a hat. Are you following, or are you doing something different?
I was going to try and go through the normal door
Okay.
if we were going to have to duck to go through the small one.
Yeah, you can do that. So so first, you as you enter the small door, Surik, you notice that it kind of opens into a hallway that's very nondescript isn't the right word. It's just undecorated. The walls are very plain. They're nice. They're clean. There's just nothing on them. And the hallway goes for, I would say, 15, 20 meters, and then opens up onto a casino floor. Now,
All right.
hats. When you go through the human-sized doors, the two guards kind of side eye you as you're walking in, but they don't try and stop you. And you notice as you walk in, it's like you are greeted by a wall of sound. You can hear some bells going off. You hear like slot machine wheels spinning. People muttering some voices. You hear, one or two people swearing because they just lost a bunch of money type deal. It's a very lively atmosphere. And the room that you're in seems to go back about 10 meters, and then there's a wall, and then there's a doorway to another part of the building. But what you're on is you're currently, in, like, on the casino floor. You see, like, there's a lot of people in here. Is Renee back yet, or is she still wrangling child?
Bill wrangling.
Oakley dokley.
We'll just have a collapsible players rule where they fold up neatly and you can put them in your pocket.
So, who would like, in that case, to do something? You are both in a casino. Surik, you notice it's kind of the same environment once you get down the hallway. But you notice that it's pretty much only the smaller races in this section of the casino. And like as you're looking around, as you're looking around, you can kind of see the door that I'd mentioned that leads to the other half of the casino as you're kind of looking around and whatnot as well. So sorry, continue.
Gotcha. So as I'm traveling down this plain hallway, I'm just getting more and more claustrophobic, starting to panic, starting to sweat, starting to hyperventilate. Hats, where'd you go? Hats, and I go out on the casino floor, and they're not there, and I'm on the verge of panic. And so I go play some slot machine.
Okay.
So I'm in a different section of the casino than.
Yes.
What is your character's name, roughly?
So Rick.
Surik. Okay. So I don't see Surik when I come in through the door.
You do not. You see basically like humans. There's a couple of lizard men. There's what looks to be an orc of some flavor. Various races and ancestries. But yeah, no, you do not see Surik.
And then is the doorway leading to like what would be closer to the side where the smaller door was, or would it be like further into the building?
It's further in, basically at the back of the room. Like basically, my description was under the assumption that you were kind of taking a walk around the casino floor, a little bit. Like that's basically your observation.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically that door leading to the other half of the casino is at the back of the room from where you entered. And it doesn't look to be locked. You do see that there are two guards at those doors as well.
And
I pull a lever, and for a moment, I'm up 3 cherries.
You know what? How much are you betting on the machine?
All my blood.
The machine doesn't take blood.
old John.
Wow, what kind of slot machine is this?
You do find one that does take silver coins.
I got 1 or 2 of those. I will give it 1.
Make a hungry roll. Because you are hungry for that cash.
Oops, that's the wrong button. That's a 3.
That. Okay, so that's a failure.
All right.
So how does this go? How does this look? Paint a picture with
All
your
right,
words.
So like I say, for a second there, I'm up 3 cherries. I'm real excited. And all of a sudden, it stops spinning on the cherries, and all these worthless coins come out. And I start stuffing them back in the machine, trying to get my cherries.
Perfect.
Okay. So the definition of the person who keeps putting the money back in after they've won a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But then just immediately loses it all.
Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty.
I find something under the seat. It looks close enough to a cherry. Pop that in my mouth, walk away.
It's pre-chewed pistachio gum. You're not sure why it's red
I can guess.
though.
Artificial coloring. To make it look more like not a pistachio.
Sure, we'll go with artificial coloring. Hats, what are you up to?
I'm trying to find Surik, but because I don't know what's going on with all of this like noise and nonsense and lights and I know there's money here, but I don't understand how people are getting it. It's like they give the machine money and then it gives them money sometimes and then takes it other times. It's all too strange. But I'm just looking for another Gnole.
Okay. So yeah, if you do try to go through the door at the back of the room, the guards aren't going to stop you. So if your goal is to eventually meet back up with Surik, yeah, you can do that after a little bit. Actually, give me a Gnole roll.
Oh no. So I think this is where having a high hungry will hinder me because I have to roll below to succeed.
No, you have to roll above to succeed.
Above.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So since I have an 8,
yep,
it's going to be
8,
difficult.
8, 9, or 10. You have a 30% chance.
That is a 7. Not quite.
Okay.
We're both only 1 off.
I will say that you are able to find him. However, something goes wrong while you are looking. What goes wrong?
I think I'm just too eager to get to him once I see him that I'm trying to make my way through the crowd and then I bump into a waitress or something carrying some drinks and a whole bunch of drinks just spill onto somebody.
Alrighty, yeah. So I'm gonna say you get caught in that as well. So you smell of grenadine.
Oh no, my nice clothes.
Yeah, you have a mysterious red splotch on, I'll say, your back. That'll be where it hit, where one of the drinks landed on you. And you smell alcohol and grenadine.
Nice.
I'll let you decide what alcohol it smells like. But
Probably like vodka. It's just real strong. Like it's real potent. Like
ooh, not the good vodka, the paint thinner vodka.
Paint thinner. Good stuff.
that's probably what they're drinking in Goblin Town. That makes sense. You know, they're the drinks they're just giving out to the people. They're not good drinks.
Yeah, exactly. It's a casino. They give out free drinks. They want you to spend your money.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah. So you two eventually meet back up. It's been, I'm gonna say it takes about like 10 minutes for you to make your way to Sorik. And you two meet back up. You're a little bit bedraggled and smelling of booze. Surik is just finishing up his losing gambling streak and is popping the pistachio gum in his mouth. It's lost most of its.
Thank whatever deity we worship. It's you.
The
Knoll god.
I found some drink, so I say it. I'm like trying to like rub at my shirt on my back. Just like it smelled very much of alcohol, and
I found some cherries, but the machine wouldn't give them to me.
This place doesn't make very much sense. I haven't found any money.
Yeah, it's just stupid coins.
Oh, I think that is what that is money. Where are the coins?
Well, the machine spits them out. It won't take blood.
Acorns.
I don't have any.
A handful of. I pull a handful of acorns out of my pocket.
It's worth a shot.
You do not find a machine that takes acorns.
You in Goblin Town?
It's almost like you live in a civilized city that uses money and things.
Weird.
And
why would anyone do that?
I would assume that your characters would have an understanding of what, you know, of money and things like that.
Yeah, we do have stable jobs.
Yeah. Okay, so the group has found each other.
Oh, Memphis is folded up in my pocket, by the way.
What would you like to do now? As the GM, I find it amusing that the player that suggested the heist is nowhere around to take part in the heist currently.
All right. So we need to find management. I'll go say heist and let them know the situation.
And make sure to let them know it's a secret, though. I don't think they're supposed to know.
All right. Well, we find management and we tell them heist and let them know it's a secret so they don't pass it on to whoever's in charge.
They like, are you actually doing
that? Out of character, maybe not.
Like, be sure if you're going to say something like that like you're doing it in character, please. That's all I have to say about that. If that's what you want your character to do, fine, we can roll with that.
I mean, I don't know how like driverless bulldozer we want to go here, but we could keep going. I mean, we don't have our voice of reason.
Technically, I'm the voice of reason.
Well, true, but
But yeah,
hmm.
like, what would you like your characters to do? Again, if you want to go to management and say that there's going to be a heist going on, but it's a secret, run with it.
No, I wanted to just go say hi to management. It's a play on going to say hi.
I'm saying heist.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to somebody who looks like they are, management. The basically like somebody who's kind of there's you're in the little people part of the casino, so there's a goblin that's very well dressed actually very similarly to the guards that are kind of posted around, and you walk up to him and say heist, and he kind of looks at you. He's got a monocle in one eye and
Sing.
kind of, looks up at you a little bit, then raises up a hand and waves somebody over. Aha!
Who were they waving over?
I was going to say, since you're not the one who is speaking to management, you see two more goblins in very dapper suits walking towards you with very stern expressions on their faces.
Hmm.
And I will say that you have enough time to maybe do one thing before they get to you.
Hmm. Hmm. Am I close enough to Russell to see that it's not going well with him either? Like, are we?
Oh yeah, I'm figuring that you guys are, kind of just with each other as this is going on. Like the both of you walked up to the presumably one of the pit bosses and said this.
Uh, mm, my better judgment says to get while the getting's what we should get while the getting's good, because robbing a casino is more of an Ocean's 11 thing, and we're kind of like a Stooges 3, like -1 at this point. But
I mean, I'm sure you could still find a way to make it work.
Oblivious to the situation, I've started explaining the situation. How we came here because we were trying to work out this terrible misunderstanding with the music shop.
I don't know what you're talking about. What about Bardic Kingdom? That's a different company. They have nothing to do with us.
Huh. Well, it seems like they pointed us in the wrong direction.
What was the employee's name? Like Lucas or something?
Yep.
Yep.
I start describing like Lucas to them, like about this tall and like lizard. Like, was he a lizard folk
Yep.
or no?
Yep, he was a lizardman.
Okay, yeah, this tall lizard folk who lost a bunch of gold here.
Well, people lose money here all the time. It's a casino. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's the great thing.
Wait, he
You-
just
you
lost
should-
money here?
You should try some of the games. You could possibly hit it big.
I mean, we could
Maybe
do
get
that, but if
yourself
he lost the
some-
money here, do you think he could help us find it?
Has anyone returned any money?
I
Can we check the lost and found?
don't think you're understanding what lost in this context means. He bet the money. If I don't know who this Lucas is. Honestly, I just started my shift 3 hours ago. But if this Lucas person came in and lost a bunch of money, he probably bet it in the casino and didn't win.
So is that a no on the lost and found, or
No, it won't be in a lost and found. We don't even have a lost and found.
it's heartless?
What do you expect? Now, gentlemen, these two have mentioned, this gentleman here has mentioned that there is a heist or something. You should probably inquire about what he means by that with him. As the two very stern and very dapperly dressed goblins have now reached the two of you.
Oh, it's all a big misunderstanding. See, I wasn't saying he was the highest. I was saying heist. He seems pretty average height for a goblin.
Sure, bud. As one of the two recently arrived goblins starts talking. Come with me to the back, and we'll sort this out.
Oh, do you have Lucas's money back there? He lost it, you see.
And the other one is seemingly cracking their knuckles. Follow me, please. And they start leading you to a doorway towards the back of the building.
Fantastic. I'm commenting on the terrible state of the lamps in here. Because they'd all be away.
So you are both taken to a room with a single lamp in it and two chairs. As you were both shoved into a chair each. You have the chance to react if you so choose. It does not seem at this point like these two are friendly.
Should we leave? Can we do that?
Like, you're asking the GM or you're asking in character?
In character.
Well, after you answer our questions about what this heist is all about and why you're asking about money that has been gambled and lost here, we'll consider it.
Oh, yeah, it was Memphis plan. I didn't really understand it, so I figured we go up and say heist. That's how that works, right?
Nods sagely.
Yeah, they are seemingly not having it. So what would you guys like to do to try and get out of this situation? Because they are like GM to players, they are looking to beat information out of you. They are not friendly in any way, shape, or form.
Good luck with that. Well, there is a secret technique known by a few among the Lamplighters Guild. It involves taking the light of a lamp and reversing it. It's known as snuffing. Snuff the lamp.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to make a hungry roll for that.
All right. Heart of the cards. Oh, nope, that's the wrong button again. That's a 6.
And how does this go awry?
I'm just too good of a lamplighter. I try to snuff the flame in the lamp, and it just grows hotter and hotter.
Okay.
The room is now lit, like as though by 1,000 suns.
Well, it's not quite that bright, but it is brighter in here now because you turned up the lamp.
All right, 900 suns.
Hats, would you like to try anything?
I maybe try and like grab my friend here and like barrel out of the room. Just run.
Okay, that is reasonable. That will also be, you know what? Actually, that is going to be a scale 2 test, which is going to be best of 3.
Okay.
So
Best.
yes. So make your first roll.
Be a great time for Renee to come back.
3.
Okay. So first roll was a success.
Which is
because this is a hungry, so we want to roll low.
Yes.
Second roll.
Eight. What happens when I equal?
For
still...
a hungry roll, it's up to and including. Because you're not trying to you're not doing a deception. So yeah, you manage to push your way past these two guards. However, as you're getting out, and you get partway into the room, and you have to make your way through the casino. Because like I said, you're at the back of the casino right now.
Mm-hmm.
As you get about halfway through the room, you hear shouting behind you as these two goblins are now shouting for seemingly other guards to come and assist. And you start to notice that there were more guards around this room than you had previously seen. Like, you'd noticed the ones by like the doors and stuff like that. But there were, in addition to the I'm gonna say 4 that you had seen, there's probably about 6 more that have just kind of stepped out of little hidey holes where they'd been just kind of stationed and on guard, as it were, watching the floor. And you can kind of see them moving towards the 2/3 of you. You do have a little bit of time to act, but not much. So, well, let us start with Surik. What are you doing
Hello.
in this situation?
Hats, we might need to fight our way out of this one with our items and weapons that we've had this entire time.
All right, we do have those.
Battle Without Honor or Humanity, or is it Humility, starts playing.
I do not know this song.
That's the Kill Bill song.
Ah. Yeah, the only one I really remember that is Twisted Nerve. The whistling song.
Mm.
Actually, I should put that on my Spotify playlist. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I think what we need might be I so there's like I think 4 guards originally and like 6 more, so there's like about 10 people or so.
Yep.
I don't think we can fight that many.
I mean,
we might need a distraction.
I don't know what we can do for a distraction. All I've got is this bomb and some other stuff.
Well, time is ticking.
Is there like a table like with a bunch of poker chips or something on top of it that I can like, flip over and like cause a big commotion where people would like scramble for the chips and things?
Sure. Just describe what you would like to do. You are in a casino.
I want to like kind of suss out the like fanciest people that I can see within like our vicinity and then run over to the table and then like like big pile of chips in the middle, like people with big tall fancy hats and monocles and things, and I want to like find their table and just like flip it over and like knock the chips everywhere so that like like I said, it'll be like a if you pour a bunch of French fries out in front of some seagulls.
Yeah. Oh no, I am 100% picking up what you're putting down. Make me a hungry roll.
2.
Okay. Okay.
Even though I succeed, I will say that I like split my shirt open just like straight to like flip this table, and like I've split my coat, like my shirt's all stained with grenadine, and like it's just a mess. But we're getting out of here.
Oh yeah, like 100%. You like kind of hulk out as you're flipping this table up. Unbeknownst to you, it was nailed to the ground. You were able to pull up the nails. Like it wasn't nailed to the ground very well. But it was enough that you had to like strain as you're trying to flip this table. You kind of got some weird looks at first until like the table started to flip over, and then as soon as you do, the crowd starts to become concerned at the very least, because there's a little bit of violence happening, a little bit of chaos. Oh, no. And you see after you do this, and like you it does kind of start a little bit of a distraction. You do see some of the security kind of start to try and run and like hurry through the press of people that are trying to like either grab poker chips or just kind of flee the vicinity. They're trying to push through the crowd. It's slowed them down a bit. It hasn't stopped them. But it's given you like another moment of breathing room in order to try and escape and or whatever else you might be attempting to do.
I will lead the guards on a merry chase while appealing to their better nature.
So they're not listening. I'm just going to say that right now. They're not listening to what you have to say.
Unfortunate.
However, you can attempt a hungry roll to try and lead them away from your compatriots.
That's a 5.
That is a fail. Remember, you do have options for rerolls. Should you choose to try and use them.
Yeah, one time I can't roll a 1.
I mean, a 2 would help.
Well, I suppose.
You don't have to use a reroll. You can just describe how things
no
go
point.
awry. See, this is the downside to going all in on one stat and completely sacrificing another.
So the way it fails is that I try to lead them on a merry chase while appealing to their better nature. Instead, I forget about the chase bit.
So yeah, Hats, you see Sorik get grabbed by one of the guards. Actually, not grabbed, tackled by one of the guards, I'll say. How would you like to react to this?
We can assume I'm injured there, but I didn't use a reroll for it.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to injure you. It was just enough to like grab you type deal. It wasn't quite at the police brutality level. It's like a notch below that.
We'll get there.
Eventually.
Well, I mean, Gnoles are strongest together. There's like a bunch of these jerks, but there's only a few of us, and can't leave one of us behind. Does Surik have his like lamp lighting stuff like on his like person, easily accessible?
Oh, at all times.
So a room can be a lamp in certain situations. No, I don't know if I could. I don't think I can start a bit. Oh no, he was a lamp. Terrible. I'm sorry. I don't think I can start a big enough fire to.
Wait. Try this. I roll over a large round bomb. Special lamp lighting supplies.
I'll light the bomb and or can I like brandish it and like threaten like we just want to leave like
Okay, so if I'm just gonna throw this out there, Russell, if you're doing that, that would. Okay, so that will count as a reroll. And it sounds like what you are doing, Hats, is a Knoll roll. You will get a reroll due to help via the big round bomb.
wondering how that might work.
That is a natural 10. Yes.
So also mark a reroll off on your sheet, Russell, or just mark that you've used an item reroll. And your round bomb is kind of out of play to use as a reroll at this point.
That makes sense.
Because you only get to use a thing once.
I don't have one of those reusable bombs.
No, it is not a reusable bomb.
Dang, the guild really cheaped out.
It turns out that this specific bomb, unbeknownst to literally everybody else, yourself included, it was a dud.
I feel like it was not unknown to whoever gave it to me.
Well, yeah, they might have known. But yes, this one
They had an inkling.
This one was indeed a dud. The guards in the casino, however, do not realize this, and you see two of them run through the doors to the other section of the casino. They do let Sorik up, though.
Yeah, I flee.
Yeah. Just run as fast as we can.
Alrighty.
And since we are at 2 hours, I have a great way to end this. Nothing says we have to stop at 2 hours, but I have other things I need to do tonight.
That is fair.
So as we're fleeing, I die.
Oh, no.
Unbeknownst to everyone, there was a life insurance policy on Rick. It was made out to Lucas for the exact amount of 146 gold.
Which, unfortunately, was not enough to save the store. And it also took about a week to get him the money anyway.
Yeah, I was so close, though.
But you did help an individual person. Actually, no. I'll say you helped a small group. There was about 4 people that you were able to help. It made it so that they had enough money to. It was Lucas and his family, and they had enough money to live off of for about a year.
Nice.
Rent is really expensive where they live.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes. Alrighty, yeah. So I think we can end it here because, as Russell said, he has stuff to do. We lost a player partway through, and that definitely did not go the way that the inspiration for this went. This was very, very loosely inspired by Empire Records. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, I definitely suggest watching it. It's probably on a streaming service. If not, yo ho ho.
Or were we supposed to like kidnap the famous guy and like work that into the plot somehow? Like I haven't seen the movie either, but I'll have to check that one out.
Kind of a spoiler for it. They do a weird fundraising thing where they have a concert and it saves the day, and ties up some of the subplots. It's a fun time.
That's a lot less dumb than what we did.
Yeah, very much so.
We're gonna do a heist. I'm gone now.
So those of you who are watching at home or listening at home, thank you for joining us. This was a time. We will be back next month. As always, it's the plan is generally the last Sunday of every month. We do these things. So the next one will be March 29th. And oh hey, April Fool's Day lands on a Wednesday, which is
And also a big thanks to Hatch for joining us.
yes, very much so. It it was definitely fun. We will probably have you back if you are amenable to that. We may or may not play this again. There's a good chance it'll be something else. Because
I would be down to play that again, but we need some people.
Yeah, I feel like we need a few more. Whole pack of Gnoles. But yeah, no, I had a good time, and I would love to join again later on down the road. And if not, I'll catch you guys on the listening on the stream, and yeah, we'll get them next time, as they say.
yeah.
I don't think a
Close.
casino heist was the intended direction, but
there. Honestly, like
it's fun.
I had a direction that I would have liked to see it go, but I was leaving it up to you all. Like the heist, honestly, if all three of you were still active, I think the heist could have gone well, or at least interestingly.
Might have at least had a shot.
I mean, there might have been a shot at the heist if somebody didn't walk up to a pit boss and go, "Heist?"
I was saying heist.
Heist,
how you doing? I'm doing all right.
But yeah, so anybody who's interested in taking a look at the game we were playing, like I said, the name is Hungry Gnoles Eat the Rich. It's available on itch.io. There is a link in the description to the listing for it on itch. And do I still have that page up? I do. You can get it for $10 USD. Honestly, worth it. But yes, so thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a great day ahead. Cheers to you all.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.